Eat? Yes, we do. A large 3-topping pizza at Cullman Pizza Hut.
Not Hansville.
Those are the prizes that we have for today. Of course, all we're going to do is ask you to correctly answer a question about one of these ads. So let's roll with our ads for today, starting with Dairy Queen's Confetti Cake is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen. Looks good and tastes good.
In the Hansville drugstores, a blast from the past. They opened in 1925, so if you're in the mood for an ice cream treat from the original soda fountain, you can pay them a visit, and they are located on the corner of Commercial Street in Hansville. Cotton
State Barns of Cullman, where they make carports, play sets, utility trailers, and storage buildings that you can buy or rent to own. They're located just past the interstate on 278.
And Tires for Less does more than just tires. They do oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks and brakes, and they offer Bridgestone and Firestone tires, so you can go see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less on Highway 31.
Be Fit is a fitness facility located right downtown. Change your life and your body, located right next door to Renard's Gallery and Gifts. No long-term contract, just pay $50 a month at Be Fit.
Earl's Body Shop has been voted best towing service, and they are celebrating 50 years of serving you. They do large and small towing and local or long distance, and they're located on Highway 31 North in Cullman.
Hair by Loretta. New clients get $5 off. Call to make an appointment today, 256-590-6681. Hair by Loretta.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear still has those prom looks. They are fun, fabulous, and formal. They are your prom tuxedo destination, and you can go see them on Compass Way Southwest in Cullman.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, featuring the Family Barbecue Pack, a full pound of barbecue, 2 sides and 4 buns, priced just $13.99, located inside the Berlin Quick Stop on Highway 278.
And Pizza Hut Cullman has $10 family-sized pasta on Tuesdays, a 50-cent wing Wednesday, and all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for $6.49 from 11 to 2 every day. And they're on 2nd Avenue North here in Cullman.
There we go with our merchant ads for today. And I'm going to repeat a question that we did on Wednesday, I believe. We didn't get a winner. We have 2 advertisers, Mullins Body Shop and Earl's Body Shop. One has red trucks, one has red, white, and blue trucks. Which one has the red trucks? It's a question for today.
That's a tough one.
Mullins Body Shop, Earl's Body Shop. Which one has red trucks? Because they're in the pictures on the ad.
Yeah.
256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have a large pizza from Pizza Hut in Cullman and the 15% discount from It's My Party. So go ahead and call in right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Can I go ahead?
How to build your credit. Just come into one of our offices and fill out a credit application, and one of our loan officers will discuss your borrowing options. But the most important thing is to make your payments on time to avoid late fees, additional interest, and damage to your credit, which will all affect your ability to borrow money in the future.
Okay, I think we can give away our prize for today. We have a caller ready to go. Again, the question is, between Earl's Body Shop and Mullins Body Shop, which one has red trucks?
I don't even know if I know the answer to that one.
We have a caller ready to go. Hello, who's calling?
This is Sandra.
From where are you calling?
Here in Cullman.
Okay, which body shop has red trucks?
Mullins Body Shop.
Mullins Body Shop
Yeah,
is the
good
right
job.
answer. Earl's are red, white, and blue. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, that's our prize for today, and we have a winner. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. And let's see who we're going to start in this segment. It is It's My Party, where they have balloons in all shapes and sizes. Anything you need for any type of a party, It's My Party. 2nd Avenue Southeast, across from Sacred Heart Church.
Brown & Company Beverages, they offer Cullman's best selection of wine, beer, and cider. So if you need any of that, they're located on Highway 157 Northwest, right next to the Ford dealership.
Hankey's Service Center, located in the Exxon station across from the Cullman Shopping Center. Automotive repairs, new tires, and they pump your gas. How about that? Hankey's Service Center.
The Candle Garden, they have hand-poured candles and over 50 luscious fragrances. They have great gift items, and they do make those gift baskets that they talked about before. So you can check them out at their new location right next to Moe's Barbecue.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. Used books are half price every day. New books are 20% off every day. That's Deb's Bookstore on 3rd Street Southwest.
Auto Tech Repair and Service, they have an electronic diagnostic service. They do major engine repairs such as transmission and brake repair, foreign and domestic auto repair. You can visit them in Vinemont.
Mullins Body Shop, there you
There
go.
it is.
There's the big red trucks at Mullins Body Shop. Over 50 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can count on them each and every day. 256-734-1353.
And at the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center, the fitness opportunities abound. They have a 6-lane competition pool and the full fitness center. They offer the aerobic and cycling classes, the leisure spa, and the whirlpool spa.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. They have those big inflatable slides, bounce slide combos, concession equipment is available. Call Holly Mullins to book yours today.
Grand Point Pharmacy is the original home of the Two Old Goats arthritis and fibromyalgia product line. They open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and they do welcome third-party insurances. They're located on Highway 31 North.
Alabama Sunrooms and Awnings, sunrooms and screen rooms, patio and deck covers, awnings, metal roofs, vinyl siding, garages and buildings, always a free estimate. Give them a call, 256-739-6220. Now it's time to check on birthdays for today and this weekend, and we'll give away our prize for today. Who has a birthday for today?
Looks like today is Buddy Franey's birthday, so happy birthday to you. Saturday is Kate Mullaney's birthday, and Sunday is Emily Karwoski and Becky Watt's birthday. So very good. Y'all are entered for the drawing to win the ice cream cake from Dairy Queen coming up in just a second.
Okay, let's see who our winner is for this week. Wins the birthday cake from Dairy Queen, Becky White.
Yeah,
Becky's birthday coming up on Sunday. We'll continue with more of Today on 2 with our community billboards and the weather right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room, your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Community billboards are sponsored by Pepsi and Cullman Jefferson Gas. And the Powell's Community Cullman County and City Cleanup will be April 26th from 8 a.m. to noon. They're asking all citizens to pick up the roads around their home as far as possible in each direction. You can place this garbage with your weekly garbage. However, they do not take tires, paint, or chemicals. You can contact Ashley Graves or Sherry Haney for more information. Cantata della Donna is Cullman's premier women's ensemble, and they are presenting There Is No Place Like Home Tuesday evenings, April 22nd at 7 p.m. at Grace Episcopal Church in Cullman, and they will also be performing this April 29th at 7 at Hartselle First Baptist Church. Both performances are free and suitable for all ages. And there's that community sunrise service we were talking about. It'll be Easter Sunday at 6:30 a.m. at the Ave Maria Grotto, and it's offered by the Cullman County Ministerial Association. Wallace State Fine and Performing Arts is presenting Revolution, a musical celebration of the Beatles, beginning next week, April 24th through the 26th, at 7 p.m. each night in the Betty Lee Haynes Theater. Tickets are $7, and you can call the front desk at the Borough Fine and Performing Arts Center for more information. And the April walking tours are continuing every Saturday in April. There's just a couple of those left, so go take advantage of the free walking tour and see some of the beauty of Cullman. Westminster Assisted Living on Tuesday, April 22nd is offering a funding fair. This free informational event is about assisted living. There will be an attorney speaking about elder law, an insurance agent speaking about long-term care, insurance, and reverse mortgages, and a veterans service officer talking about aid and attendance. Light refreshments will be served, and you can call 256-255-0361 to register. If you have a community billboard to share with us, you can email it to us at channel2cullman@gmail.com. You can leave it for us by phone at 256-734-7399 or just be our friend on Facebook at Channel 2 Cullman.
Weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Cloudy today with a slight chance of rain, a high around 65. Partly cloudy tonight, low of 47. Sun returns tomorrow with a high of 75 degrees.
Finders Keepers is a unique and fun shopping experience. Lovely antiques, collectibles, or vintage items, we have what you're looking for at Finders Keepers in downtown Cullman. Furniture, repurposed items, and treasures from the past. They all make the store a fun place to shop. Handmade baby and children's fashion accessories and even original art are offered by local artisans. It's truly a unique shopping experience. Finders Keepers.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Welcome to That's Politics. Gentlemen, I want to thank Tom Burleson, Tom Drake for joining me this morning. And we welcome a Republican candidate, Gary Marchman, running for the commissioner on the west side, associate, or the place 2, I think it was, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, you'd think it'd be like you read from left to right, place 1 and 2, 1 on the west side and 2 on the east side. But it had to be the east side commissioner who made the decision to place 1 on the west. Funny how that is. Thank you, Gary, for coming to see us.
Hey, it's a pleasure, and I'm glad Channel 2 had me.
Tell us about Gary Marchman. Give us some background.
Well, you know, I grew up in the county of Cullman at Jones Chapel. I currently live at West Point. Grew up on a little farm out there, and actually I still have the family farm. But of course, I worked a few places after I got out of high school here in Cullman, and decided to join the military. That was the track I needed to take. Well, I joined the military, spent a few years in the Air Force, spent a few years in the Army, then got a full-time job with the Army Guard, and went to work with the Army Guard, and that's basically where I retired from.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
What are the issues in the Associate Commissioner's race for place 2?
That's a big question, Mr. Spears.
Well, what do you consider to be some of the most important?
You know, what I try to do when I'm out campaigning and talking to folks is I try to listen to what they have to say. And if the majority of the people are concerned about specific issues, then that must be the issues. Mm-hmm. So, you know, roads are what the majority of the people want to talk about, because especially among our seniors, you know, because when they look at you, a lot of times they see a road commissioner, you know, and I understand that thoroughly. So if I had to say that the biggest issue with the people of Cullman, or with Cullman, is it would have to be roads. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Gary, they got a problem with roads too. You know, we got a problem about money.
Yes.
It's always money. You know, you hadn't got enough money to do the,
Yes.
the work that needs to be done.
What
And you have to contend
about
with
the
that.
fact that it's known as a one-term job?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a,
Yeah.
and you know,
And
you
that's
know,
because of roads, by the way.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, there's things that you could do to change that one term. And you know, this is what I look at when I look at roads and when I look at issues. I had a boss that taught me a lot while I was in the military that I respected very well. And he said, never come to me with a problem unless you've got a recommendation for a solution, you know. And so, you know, if historically roads have always been an issue, then there's a problem. We haven't resolved that problem. We hadn't put plans in place. We hadn't diverted funds. We hadn't asked for funds, picked up funds to correct these problems. You follow me? So with a good plan in place, yeah, you're not going to fix every road in Cullman, and I understand that. But we paved or asphalted 17 miles of road in Cullman last year. All right, there's not but about 1,800 miles. So it won't take us but about 112 years to asphalt every road. So,
Gary, we had one commissioner that served more than one term, Doug Cornelius.
yes, sir.
I believe if you talk to people, you know, if you got a problem, you need to face the people
Yes, sir.
and not try to avoid them. And I believe if you get close to people, I believe you could be elected again.
Yes, sir. I do too. You know, I've talked to previous commissioners and people that have held this office, and one reason I did is because I wanted to get as much information as I could to find out what their problems were and how they addressed them. And you know, as people are in office, it seems like that they hear so many negative things that they get to where they don't want to get out in the communities because they know that somebody's going to be talking bad toward them or saying, why didn't you do this or why didn't you? But you know what? That's what you're elected for. That's the reason you're elected. You've got to get out in these communities and talk to these
You
people.
gotta face them.
Yes, sir, and face them. And if there's an issue, you know, be honest with them and treat them with respect. And do everything you can to resolve their issue. But if it's no more if you can't resolve their issue, if you'll just get out and talk to them, a lot of times that'll fix part of the problem.
You know, Doug, I think Doug got elected because of his personality. He was a kind fellow.
Yes.
And he talked to him kind, you know, wasn't smart aleck or nothing like that.
Let me ask you, Gary, one of the most pressing issues that any commissioner in Cullman County has to face will be the Duck River Dam project and the cost that it's going to come about, because it's going to cost a lot more than what they thought it would cost.
Yes, sir.
Now, I was a proponent of Smith Lake as a source of water, and we would have already had a plant built and everything else would all be fine and dandy, but that's years past. With this issue coming up, and with the price of water inevitably going up to cover the cost of the dam, there's a lot of money that a poultry farmer has to pay for a water bill. Who's going to share who will get the price increase the most? The average consumer or the man who uses the most water, which is, you know, a farmer in a
Yes.
poultry house, and then maybe with cattle. Have you thought about how this is going to have to be played out?
You know, this is gonna have a big impact, and it really is. And there's people that I've talked to that has concerns about their water rates, especially if they have high volume use.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that. I've looked at the project and researched it a little bit. I don't have all the information on it, and I know that that's you can't make a decision without good, valid information, and plenty of it. So the best that I can say, or the best that I can do, is tell the people that I'll represent them honestly, and I'll tell them what's going on, and I'll be transparent in what I do, and that if there's any way that I can save them money, I will.
Another issue is, of course, the health care costs, and health insurance. In Madison County, because of Obamacare and the way the Madison County Commission has structured their retirement program, they have had like 2 dozen widows of former county employees who retired, who have lost their insurance. It was an issue when I was in office in 1996, the cost of health care. And it's invariably going to be a greater issue when all this Obamacare nonsense kicks into place.
Yes, sir.
The county's covering the majority of the cost, but that's going to be something you have to face too, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, any time we spend money, you know, as commissioners, we spend your money.
Mm-hmm.
And we spend the citizens of Cullman, we spend their money, we spend my money. You know, so that's the way we have to look at all of it, and I understand that. But I think the commissioners across the board have done a good job, you know, in this area, because our employees are the greatest asset that we have, beyond any shadow of a doubt. You know, that's the greatest asset. So we have to focus energy on employee satisfaction. Yes, sir.
Well, I have a suggestion. My idea on how to get water, if it's too costly, is do like I did. I witched my well, and I get 51
Yes,
gallons a minute.
Yes, sir.
So I got water 2 ways. I can get it from the county and the city, or
Yes, sir.
I can get it out of my own well. Of course, my own well's got a little mineral stuff in it, iron and so forth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But anyhow, I can get water.
Oh, yes, sir. You know, this is there's not a short-term solution to fix some of the problems we face with this, and I understand that. But one thing that we have to do is we have to know that we've got to work together, that we have to have representation for all these people that are affected by rate increases.
The majority of the people, if you're doing right, and you can convince them you're doing right, they'll go along with you.
Yes,
the majority will.
Yes, sir.
The issue of employee relations with the county commission, after 2 years ago, that was a major issue, and to this very day is. In fact, county employees are having a forum because they're concerned about the sort of ideas and relationship they're going to have with possibly new associate commissioners. There was a feeling that the former administration was very short with employees. At one point called them pigs. I can see your understanding of that issue and your attempt, you know, to deal with it. But money is inevitably getting lower in some cases. Now the revenue is up to some degree, but I was reading a story where Alabama Department of Transportation coming around trying to get public officials and the public to get the state to, or rather the feds, I guess it is, to provide the same sort of revenue for roads. They're saying that roads that the county and the state maintains, there'll be, because people are buying more fuel-efficient cars, then there's less gas being bought, which some of the taxes on gas goes to road construction and maintenance, you know.
Right.
But because we're so efficient with our gas, we're losing money.
Right.
And Duck River Dam, whenever I was in office, we estimated, I believe, it was about a dozen roads that will be cut off. And so you'll have to build new roads to connect those communities, you know?
Like you did on Smith Lake.
Just like Smith Lake.
Yes, sir.
So there will be an impact there. Now, I don't know if that's going to be covered or not, but, you know, we're in good shape in Cullman County in terms of the county revenue and funding. And in Lawrence County today, the commissioners in Lawrence County are trying to determine where they can cut $1.5 million. International Paper left town, and that was their biggest employer.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And in Madison County is dealing with, as I mentioned earlier, you know, the retirement plans and medical benefits for retirees of the county. So they've lost their benefits. Eventually, some of that's going to trickle back, you know, into Cullman County.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The benefits, you know, one thing that you have to do is you have to have a vision. And I have a vision going in, you know, and that vision is to create good operational plans, quality operational plans. I've talked to some of these other commissioners in these other counties. You go to counties that has good roads. You go to counties that has bad roads, worse than Cullman. There is counties out there. All right, I've talked to commissioners in both of those counties. The reason that I did is because I want to find out why they have good roads. I want to find out why they have bad roads. The same thing with employee relations. Yes, sir, the same exact thing.
Do you know one of the main problems we don't have the materials available in Cullman County to build roads with.
For a base. Yes, sir.
That's right, at the base of the roads.
Yes, sir.
And as a result of that, we have to go to these other counties and many miles away and get our rock and stuff like that to build roads. That's one of the main problems right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is.
We're running out of time, Gary.
Okay.
Look at the camera, whichever one you want to look at, and tell people of Cullman County why they should vote for Gary Marchman come the primary.
You know, I'm putting in an application with the people of Cullman, and this is the way I have to look at it. So I ask you to look and find out about me. Find out about my qualifications. I've managed budgets, I've managed personnel, and I've managed equipment. I've managed departments, and I've done this on a larger scale in the military than what Cullman is. So with that said, my qualifications are there. But I'd like to also say this, that I'll serve you with integrity. And as a sign of my commitment to serve the people of Cullman, I'm going to donate my first 6 months' salary back to Cullman to projects that I feel will advance and enhance Cullman County.
All right, Gary. Thank you so much for joining
Yes,
us this morning.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
We're going to be back with Kerry
I
Watson
enjoyed it.
after these words.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add vanishing deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Finders Keepers is a unique and fun shopping experience. Lovely antiques, collectibles, or vintage items, we have what you're looking for at Finders Keepers in downtown Cullman. Furniture, repurposed items, and treasures from the past. They all make the store a fun place to shop. Handmade baby and children's fashion accessories and even original art are offered by local artisans. It's truly a unique shopping experience. Finders Keepers.
That's politics. We want to welcome this morning Associate Commissioner Place 1 candidate, Republican candidate, Kerry Watson. Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Kerry, it's good to see you.
Good to have you.
Good morning. Yeah.
Kerry was a familiar face in the courthouse. He was in the sheriff's office at that time, I believe, when I was in there. And let me ask you this, Kerry, what do you consider to be the issues in this race?
When I've been out talking to the folks, the issues that come up is the roads. You know, like the maintenance of the roads. That they don't never send nobody out, you know, cleaning ditches or bush hogging. And that seems to be one of the main issues.
You know, do you remember, no, maybe it wasn't on this program, maybe it was a conversation I had with a former commissioner. And I know it was on this program, that's where it was. And I asked him, I said, well, I bet roads are the issue the most in your job. No. And I'm thinking to myself, I know we haven't done a better job of paving and made people happy so they don't complain about roads, because it's just the nature of the beast. People are going to complain about those things. But what other than roads have you heard about?
When I'm out, a lot of the people are the poultry farmers, and some of your seniors are concerned about water rates.
Yeah.
You know, that's a concern to them, wanting to make sure they're going to be able to afford the water rates that after the dam's completed, and they're concerned what the rates are going to be.
Yeah. You know, I just don't I don't know. That's a tough nut to crack, because water prices have got to go up rather steeply, I believe. And who's going to pay the most for water? Will it be the people who use the most water, the poultry growers, the cattle industry, or are they going to put it on the back of the regular customer, who doesn't farm, or are they going to split it up? What are your thoughts about that, Kerry? Have you given that any thought?
I haven't looked at all the numbers, and I haven't seen what they've got, the way they've got. They say they've already got a way set up the way they're going to rate it, and it's per 1,000 gallons, some way they're going to set it up. So I haven't actually seen all those numbers to give you an answer from me on that. So before I'd like to see all the numbers before we can get something.
Kerry, who would control the price of the water? Would it be the commissioners, or if they got a committee that would do it?
We buy our water wholesale from the city of Cullman, so the wholesale price is set by the city of Cullman. So that's going to affect how our prices are, because it'll be sold to us, and then each water agency in Cullman County that buy it would then set their price on that.
The commissioner wouldn't have nothing to do with it.
No.
Well, don't y'all have a committee within the county commission that works with the city on that?
Well, now, remember that campaign a couple of years ago, we want our water back?
Yeah.
When the county commission proposed a water board for Cullman County Water Department,
Right, yeah.
That was a big campaign issue.
Yeah.
They wanted the county commissioners and the water department to determine the issues of how to get rid of or how to sell water and such. So that's one of those things. In fact, a few years ago, Kerry, and this current commission just wants to ignore it, but the issue of the Cullman City Water Board selling Cullman County customers a price that's higher than East Cullman, VAW, and others, that's not being dealt with. Now, I'm not sure what the new cost will be when they finish the dam or whenever that kicks into place where the higher prices have to be shown or have to be collected. But it's going to be a tough decision.
There's a lot of people, a lot of citizens concerned about that.
Yeah.
About the price of water going up. And so somebody needs to deal with it.
Well, I know in the very beginning it's only going to cost $30 million. Now I think it's going to cost about $110 million. Is that right?
That's what I've read in the paper.
But that's not the end of it.
Well, I understand.
They're going to go up higher.
You know, the thing about the thing about the county commission, Kerry, I'll tell you, this is just my thoughts, but good Lord, how involved can you be? People don't like big government, but don't you dare not show up to pick up their trash. Don't you dare give them dirty water. Don't you dare leave too many potholes in the road. Don't you dare, well, law enforcement belongs to the sheriff. But you have an incredible amount of exposure. And every one of those potholes represents a vote. I saw for the first time in my life a pothole on Battleground Road, okay, Old Corn Road. Someone had taken the time to draw a big yellow circle around it so people would see it before they actually hit it.
Well, back when I was in office and didn't have anything to do with the road, supposedly they would name those potholes Tom Drake swimming holes.
Well, you control the road. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
the best thing ever happened to me was when the Attorney General of Alabama came out and said Tom Drake didn't have anything. I had influence, but I didn't have any real legal reason to be over the road. So I thank the Attorney General for that.
Yeah, but you used that influence, boy. He sure did.
Yeah. We could really get off on a lot of tangerines on this, so I'm telling you. Give us some other thoughts about what is it that's happening in the commission that you don't necessarily agree with and that you would do differently, Kerry?
I think we just have some different work ideas, work ethic. I'm going to be out in the county working commissioner. I'm going to be working in the office. I'm not going to be someone that's going to disappear for 4 years, and when time to rerun comes up, you see me again. I want the people to be out because I work for you. And I want to go out and I want to stop and say, hey, Mr. Drake, how am I doing? Am I doing a good job or whoever? Because I want a response from the community to see if I'm doing the job that I was elected to do.
What, after 4 years in office, what can you say you will have accomplished? In one sentence, what will Kerry Watson have accomplished after 4 years if elected?
I hope trust in our elected officials and an honesty that the folks can believe in.
Okay. Integrity and trust and such.
That's
right?
a good thing to hope for.
Yeah. Any other thoughts about issues that you feel that might need to be addressed as a commissioner?
I just think we need to work with our employees, get everything straight for them. You know, for years, the employees, the pay's been messed up, and we just need, I know we can't correct everything from the past, but we can start a new point for new employees coming in, that we can work with them and have a good program going from that point on. And I want to just get out here and work hard and, try to be the best commissioner I can be for the employees and the people of this county.
All right. With about a minute or so left, look into that camera and tell people why they should vote for Kerry Watson, Place 1 Associate Commissioner during the primary.
The reason that I would make you a good commissioner is because what you see is what you get. I'm an honest, hard-working person. I believe in treating everybody equal. If you got $5 or $5 million, I'm a person that works hard. That's my work ethic. I don't know nothing else but to go at something full speed ahead. And that's the way, as your commissioner, I'll work for you.
Kerry, thank you for coming to visit us.
Appreciate it.
Kerry,
all
thank
right.
you.
For today on Tube, that's politics.
Thank you.
Relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home